We have all heard the story of David and Goliath. It is the ultimate underdog narrative. A young shepherd boy steps onto the battlefield, armed with nothing but a sling and his faith, to face a 9-foot-tall killing machine. He reaches into the riverbed. He selects 5 smooth stones. He steps up to the battle line, swings his sling, and kills the giant with a single shot to the forehead. It's a flawless victory, but this raises a massive, overlooked question. A question that changes the entire meaning of the story. If David was so confident that God was going to deliver the giant into his hands, why did he bring extra ammunition? Was he doubting his aim? Was he planning for failure? The ancient texts reveal a truth that is far more terrifying and far more strategic than we were ever taught in Sunday school. David wasn't preparing to miss. He was preparing for a war. To understand the 5 stones, we have to step into the valley of Elah, exactly as it was over 3,000 years ago. The Israelites are paralyzed by fear. The Philistine champion, Goliath of Gath, has been taunting them for 40 days. Goliath was not just a tall man. He was a champion of Gath, an ancient city known in biblical texts as a stronghold for the Anakim, a race of giants. He was genetically, physically, and technologically superior to any man on that battlefield. When David volunteers to fight, he rejects King Saul's heavy armor. He walks down into the ravine. The text in 1 Samuel chapter 17 is highly specific. He chose 5 smooth stones from the stream, put them in the pouch of his shepherd's bag, and, with his sling in his hand, approached the Philistine. To find out why he took 5, we have to fast forward in the biblical record, past the death of Goliath, and look at 2 Samuel chapter 21, because Goliath was not an only child. In 2 Samuel chapter 21, verses Shual through Arshar, the scriptures document a series of later battles between David's men and the Philistines, and it lists 4 specific, terrifying warriors. The text lists Ishbi-Benob, whose bronze spear weighed 300 shekels. It lists Saph. It lists Lamai, who is explicitly identified as the brother of Goliath. And it lists a 4th, unnamed giant, who had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Verse 22 concludes with a chilling detail. These 4 were descendants of the giants in Gath, and they fell at the hands of David and his men. 1 giant on the battlefield. 4 more waiting in the wings. 5 giants. 5 stones. David didn't take 5 stones because he lacked faith. He took 5 stones because he had absolute, unwavering confidence. He knew exactly who Goliath was, and he knew exactly who Goliath's family was. David stepped onto that battlefield ready not just to kill the champion, but to wipe out the entire giant bloodline of Gath if they dared to step forward.